cracking and suck, right?
Pause, if that's anything.
Yeah.
What's up, guy?
What's happening, player?
Welcome to episode 62
62.
of the What's Up Guy podcast. This is episode 62, believe it
Shout
or
out
not.
Six Deuce.
Hell yeah, 62. And where's the water boy? We all know what happened to 62. We are previewing tonight the Patriots preseason finale. We're going to get into who we think should be on the 53, who we're watching for tonight. I know it's meaningless game against the Browns overall. The starters aren't playing. You know, Drake goes out, A.J. Brown, all that.
Deshaun Watson's Browns.
Deshaun Watson's Browns, yes. Yes, Deshaun Watson's Browns. Even whether they like it or not in Cleveland, they are Deshaun Watson's Browns. So we will get into that, dive in. A lot of Patriots talk. Obviously, with the trade of Kayshon Boutte, we'll get into the obvious Christian Gonzalez thing and everything going on there. We'll touch on that. We got a little announcement at the end of the show, and we'll work a couple of things in here too. But first off, we don't normally do this, but I feel like it's warranted. But I'm going to give ourselves a pat on the back. A little clap it up for 1,000 followers on Instagram. That's been a long road. Trying to push content out, as everybody out there knows. But we are officially 1K on Instagram. And
Absolutely. Shout out to us.
Rolling. We are rolling, and I just had
to shout out to all 1,000 of y'all.
1,001.
1,001. Shout out to everybody supporting since day one. Shout out to everybody that wasn't supporting, still hasn't followed, still hasn't retweeted. Shout out to you guys. You know, we're not stopping. So the support with or without is pretty much irrelevant. But shout out to everybody that has been supporting, that has been retweeting, that has been watching, that has been engaging. You know, can't be more appreciative. And, you know, even though it took us a little bit to get to this point, it's still only the beginning. So I'm
excited. How you get there.
For sure, yeah. So we're going to finish strong, and at the top, you already know. But we're in preseason right now, Thursday. So
we are. And we were going to come on at 7:05. That was our scheduled time. But, you know, out of respect for Jaden Daniels, we're coming on a little bit later here at 7:06, 7:07. So respect to you, Jaden.
No disrespect, brother. No disrespect.
No disrespect. We got you. So
we know five is all yours.
For sure. And LSU is a great place. So I'm sure Lane Kiffin will have that place ready to roll. But before we get into tonight, a little housekeeping. So episode 62 of the What's Up Guy podcast is brought to you by Plus Money Parlays. It's football season. Officially tonight starts football season. Real games are happening tonight in the FCS, so we can officially say welcome back football, because there are games that are going on that count. So with football comes gambling. Everybody wants to make a little extra cash, some road trips, all kinds of stuff coming on, holidays coming up. So if you're looking to make a little money, look no further. Go on X, jump on X, Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it. Plus Money Parlays. You can find them on Twitter only as of now, I believe. But they have all your needs. Listen, I've tapped in. I've been tempted. I'm trying to hold off till football starts to throw in some bets. But everything looks pretty solid there. So I'm going to trust it once we kick off for real in the NFL.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Plus Money Parlays on Twitter. More legs, more odds, more money.
For sure.
And also, if you're new to streaming, like we are with StreamYard, check out StreamYard. You get a $10 discount. We have a link in the bio of this episode, also on our YouTube page. You can click on that and learn a little bit on how you can start this up. Like I said, we're brand new to the StreamYard game, so tap in. And if anybody got advice, shoot it our way too. And thank you for StreamYard for providing us a platform, because we've been bouncing from platform to platform to platform, trying to figure something out. We finally found a home, and we hope this is it. So
moving and grooving.
Without further ado, let's get into it. Fake football game number 3 tonight in Cleveland, Ohio.
Let me
between the
cut you off real
Patriots-
quick. How do you feel about
Yeah.
fake football in its entirety? How do you feel about 3 games?
No.
Are you happy with one game being eliminated now? Would you like to see less games? How do you like fake football?
I don't like fake football. I think what you see out of the joint practices is enough. We were live down in Foxborough last week at the second practice with the Eagles. It was intense down there. For the guys, that's all you need. I mean, the preseason to me, it's a money grab. It's another way for the NFL to make money, get people
Of course, yeah.
to the stadium. And it is nice to take, if you have a family, to take your kids to the game, to experience Gillette Stadium because you're not able to during the season because tickets are so expensive. Get that. But there's other ways to do it, So I feel like we can do without the preseason altogether. If you need to have a game, I would say maybe 1. But other than that, I'm good. I'm all set with the preseason. Start the season earlier if you want. If you want to start the season the last week in August, or if you want to, start training camp later, whatever you want to do to line it up where you don't really need the preseason. In my eyes, that's my take.
I like with Sirianni. I got a lot of Eagles fans that are in my group chats, unfortunately, but they had notified that before the game that the starters wouldn't even be dressing. And that's kind of I've always thought that way in regards to like when I was coaching, like if I were to, be the leader of men someday officially.
One day.
Why you have the guys like suited and booted on fake football game day?
Stupid.
Like, let the guys relax, let the guys be them, let the guys know who obviously uniform is something that's, a great detail with all successful in programs, but majority of those guys are fighting for another opportunity. So that's what you're looking for. You're trying to build what can help support your already foundation. That is where can you add depth? Where can you add talent? Where can you add strength? Excuse me. So I think joint practices are the only thing that's necessary, especially like
Same.
scrimmages. There's so many scripts in practice in 2.5 hours that you can do that can get you prepared for game day with other able bodies that wouldn't be jeopardizing your body's self-inflicting. It's football. You got guys.
It's a dangerous sport.
Unfortunately, some guys have already and will miss the remainder of the season. It is what it is.
Yep.
So
Jaden Higgins.
You go ball, go go ham, go hard, fight for your spot, fight for your right to be there, fight for the right for your invitation and make the best of it.
I agree.
It's more exclusive too, being a fan, like, we'll see glimpses, it's almost like a mini Hard Knocks, if you will. You'll see your teams or NFL's, you'll see once it's football season, you start to see, clips and reels, so who looks good? Oh, who's this guy? This guy's name is super weird. Or, what, does this guy got hurt? And, oh man, what are we going to do? Like, so.
Yep.
Yeah, I think preseason football is definitely slow. I think that's probably next, given that the Pro Bowl.
Well, it used to be 4.
Has been put to rest. Yeah, and I think that now since they got rid of the Pro Bowl, or RIP the Pro Bowl, I think that now we'll start to see a decrease in. And especially with the new CTE information as well. I mean, less games throughout the season.
You're going to
makes
have
more sense.
We have Lord Helmet as one of our wide receivers, so you're going to see it front and center. I can't wait to see it live. I mean, I know I saw Peppers live when he had it, but it's like I want to get up close and see like how like pause.
Would love to get him. Would love to talk to him about it in its entirety.
For sure.
I'd love to talk to him about it.
For sure, Romeo.
Because he's a guy.
Oh yeah,
that wears it. He's a guy, and if you don't think that he's a guy, I mean, he had my respect all the way from Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
So now that he's on my team, I know how great he could be.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna tear it up. Romeo Doubs is a guy who is very undervalued right now, I feel, and we'll get into this in our season preview show. But that's a name you got to watch too. And
for sure,
this offense is locked in and loaded, and that's actually a good segue into the first topic. Is the offense looks locked and loaded, ready to go. Where we're talking about Drake May, AJ Brown, Romeo Doubs, some of the offensive line, the backs. I saw and heard Trevion Henderson looks ready to go in Seattle, so that's a good thing. The main component, most of the main components of the offense look good. There are questions on the offensive line still, but those will get to. Like, it's going to take some time, but the offense looks good, and the defense looks good as well. But like Vrabel said, I agree with him that it's not. He doesn't think we have a really deep team. We don't. That's because we don't. And it concerns me. This is why I'm so interested in the game tonight. And I know it's backups versus backups, but it's like, how do you rise to the occasion? How do you take over your opportunity? How do you put yourself on the 53?
Well,
what can you do?
It's definitely going to be in less time because this is the final stage, final opportunity. So whatever opportunity that you have been able to provide or showcase up to this point, it now decreases. Or increases. Do we need to see a little bit more of you? Do we need to see a little bit less of you? Are you going to play more in the first half? Are you going to play in the first 15 minutes? Are you going to play in the first 30 minutes? Do you have to play the game all 4 quarters? But what people have to realize is, yes, the Patriots are second year with new head coach. So, very young quarterback. Returning to the regular season from playing in the Super Bowl.
Which is wild to think about. Still.
Yeah. So we're still rebuilding in a sense. There's going to be flaws with a team being that good that fast. What's going on, dude?
There sure is.
Uncle Mike?
There's a special guest. There's a special guest we've been hiding from everybody.
Big tough.
Oh, buddy.
I'll see you in a second.
We see you, Zeke, in the comments too, by the way. We'll get to all those. Trust me. What's up, buddy?
But yeah, no, I think that's one of the primary issues that we'll see during the season. That'll be the Achilles heel of the Patriots. It'll be their depths, especially if there are injuries early. We know how good this team will be at full strength, but can this team extend itself to
next
play
man up? Is
when
it
it
truly
matters?
Next man up? Exactly. Is it truly next man up? And that's what I was saying. Is it's not really who I'm watching tonight. It's what. It's the depth. What do we have besides the guys that we know are going to be out there? To start it up, RB3. We signed Hassan Haskins. He's looked good so far. I was sold on Larison and Jam, but when I saw Haskins, he's a vet. He's getting reps on special teams. He's getting reps, in the backfield. I'm leaning towards Haskins taking that RB3 spot, which kind of stinks because I like Larison and what he can do. So he's not a runner. He's he's catch out of the backfield. It's kind of like the McCaffrey move. Jam is more of a bruiser. He's a runner. I'm an Alabama fan, so I watched him his whole career at Alabama. I know what he can do, but he's not really, he doesn't catch out of the backfield. So it's tough. It's tough to line up. I would love to keep all 3 for talent-wise and put 2 on the practice squad if they can clear waivers, but I don't think both of them will clear waivers. But I think Haskins for me is my RB3 unless something happens tonight, unless he gets hurt, God forbid, or if Larson or Jam go AWOL, like just go nutty sandwich tonight. So
It'll certainly
yeah.
It'll certainly be a competition. A good problem to have, like we've said last week. You know, we obviously being avid, college football guys, and you obviously being a Bama guy, you're rooting for Jam all the way, especially being a homer.
Baby.
So we'll see. I'm very confident in Ramondre. I'm very confident in Travion.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever has the privilege to be RB3, may the best man win. I'm not really primarily worried about that per se. I think Josh, Mike, and who's the running back?
It's a good one. I was actually going to look that up before we came on here, and that's our bad.
That's my mistake too, but because I do know it just slipped my mind. But regardless, I know that they're going to make the correct decision. I'm not too certain if they'll both clear waivers.
I don't think they will.
We'll see. I mean, if they do, they do. I mean, if they don't, congratulations. I'm so happy for them.
Of course.
And if they do, I know that there's a plan.
Tony Dubes.
Yes, I was gonna say Tony. I'm pissed I didn't say it.
You're good.
Pissed I didn't say it.
That's why we got Google.
Yeah, but my mind worked in real time, but I didn't.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens. Thank you, Zeke. Yep.
Yeah. But yes, I think that they'll make the correct decision as far as the running back position. I'm excited to see it tonight. I'm excited to see the competition in real time.
Exact competition.
But I'm just not. I'm not too concerned about that at the moment.
I would like a solid RB3 just because of how.
Of course,
it seems like Trevion Henderson does have a little bit of injury history, and it's starting out that way too. So Haskins proven. If I had to pick between Jam and Larson, I'd probably pick Larson just because he's got the out of the backfield ability. He's shifty. Mm-hmm. I think there's a little bit more explosiveness for Larson, where Jam is just take it and go, and Ramondre is kind of like that. So you've already got a Jam in Ramondre.
Tony.
For me. But, we'll see what happens. Again, it isn't the biggest competition on the board. It's just something to touch on and see where we can get the depth. Again, a depth issue with this team. And I think you're going to hear that word. We're going to get sick of that word. Remember, we got sick of the word schedule last year?
For sure.
We're going to get sick of the word depth this season because it's all everybody's going to talk about.
Absolutely.
But at a position that you've been harping on, and it's very valid, and a position that I'll be watching for tonight too, is edge. And, Akis, he's looked good at times, and then he's looked like he's lost. You mentioned a couple times in the group chat last week, he gets spun off the ball too quick. He got spun off the jam too quick. Like, it just sometimes he's raw. And you got to understand that coming out of college without the reps from mini camp, the contract situation, he's just getting up to speed. So I'm going to give him a pass for now.
Mm-hmm.
But we get into week 5, 6, and we start and he still looks like that. Then that's what I'm going to be. There he is. That's what I'm going to be a little bit concerned with Akis. But I'm not concerned with Akis at the moment.
Hold on.
What's up, buddy?
Hold on 1 second.
I'm holding on. I'll give you 2 seconds. How about that?
I think
Here.
Oh, he's showing you he got a new obsession with Bumblebee.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, back.
The perks of a live show.
The camera will show you. We'll show it. Just
there you go. No, I can't see it. There you go. Hell yeah.
Nope. Don't move. Stay still. Kind of looks like Gabe Akis, huh?
A little bit. Big frame.
Okay, yeah, I can.
No, I want that.
So I think that sometimes he doesn't look like a second round pick.
No, to be
Um,
expected though, for me.
Look at Uncle.
big toy.
What am I looking at? I can't see it.
Yeah, this camera's pretty legit.
Look at.
You gotta
Right.
back it up.
What is that?
It's a sword.
Oh,
Yeah.
got you. Sword.
Okay.
That's what Akis needs
Another
sometimes is a sword.
And another bumblebee.
Okay. No play, please. Yeah. So he. Yeah. I mean, I love him. I think he's tremendous. I think that he's obvious. I mean, I'm happy that he's with us, but he's
Of course.
gonna be. You got to be patient with him for sure because he is definitely a project.
Mhm. But he's a project worth developing, worth taking the hits, dealing with the the inabilities at first, just to kind of get him up to speed. He should be doing what Tony's doing at the moment. Should be causing havoc. Should be causing havoc out there soon. Yeah, you.
Soon.
Yeah, you.
Dude.
But
Relax.
but it comes to our next point. We go. What you got now?
He's showing you his heart.
Oh, you're gonna.
I love you, Uncle.
Love you too, buddy. We got to get you in a Patriots uniform soon.
No,
Show 'em how
Daddy,
it's done.
I don't want you to transform it into a car.
I know, but I'm trying to fix it. Oh, I got it. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, guys.
Don't apologize for being a dad.
No, of
People don't
course.
understand you're a dad, then it is what it is. They can log off.
No. But so yeah, I think that edge support is gonna be, something that we look forward to. I think maybe the free agency might be in play at some point during the year, depending on the development, depending on how good or how bad Akis is.
Hassan Reddick's out there.
For sure. Some names, some vets for
Thibodeau.
sure. But like I said, I don't know how many. It'll be interesting to see how many reps he has tonight, because do they need to see more from him, or do they dial it back?
No.
And if they do dial it back, are they dialing it back for what reasons? Like because they want to work on him a little bit more, or because they don't want him to get hurt? Like that's.
I'd say full throttle. You gotta let him go.
Yeah.
The only way he's gonna get better is reps.
For sure. And experience. Yeah.
Experience. And you don't want to throw him in there in Seattle and have his literally in a blender. You don't want to do that to the kid. You want to build his confidence up.
I can only assume. Oh no! So Deshaun Watson is not playing.
No, none of the starters on each side are playing.
Okay.
So
we'll see. I'm interested. I'm gonna look up that. I'm gonna look up the matchups tonight. The tackles. How talented they are. Their grades. Where they played college ball. I'll be interested to look at that as well.
Yeah, I had a question that has been, it's a topic that I think is kind of concerning, because you banked on this guy to be a leader on defense, and I think so far it's been a bust. Is Harold Landry, former BC Eagle, shout out BC. But regardless of how I feel about BC, solid player at BC, and when he was on the Titans, phenomenal player. I just feel like he's a step behind ever since he's come to the Patriots. He had a couple, one or two good games in the beginning of the season last year, but I feel like that signing isn't going well so far, and he's might be starting the year on the pup. We don't know yet, but that's a loss. That's a bad for right now. It's a bad signing unless he decides to, kick it in here. But Harold Landry, man, has been extremely disappointing in a Patriots uniform.
So hear me out.
Sorry, Mike. Yeah.
I think that's why Jalen Reed is going to be so beneficial from the trade, from the Boutte trade.
Okay. We'll get into that too soon.
I think that we're going to be frustrated with the linebacker play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got Spillane and then who? You know, Beazor, Jacobs. It's tough.
Jalen Reed is a very good box safety. He's a very good tackler. He's a very instinctual player.
I love him.
And I
loved
think
him at
that's
Penn
what,
State.
of course, he was a dog. He was an assassin. I can't even believe that he was a 6th-round pick, to be honest.
Neither can I. I couldn't believe that either. Blew my mind.
But and he's only 23, so
Mm-hmm.
obviously development. He's coming to a team where he's obviously going to get reps. Very youthful defensive back room.
Yep.
Yep. So I think. I mean, Harold Landry, he's obviously a veteran. He was obviously a more of a run stopper than anything from the linebacker position.
Mm-hmm.
But he has been a disappointment thus far. Injury prone. But it comes with age. He's
Yep.
he's not a spring chicken. Especially at
He's
that
not.
position, where you got to be fast and athletic and strong, and
It's like-
instinctual. And the older you get, the less of a step you get.
That's when I
So,
pin on Vrabel. And it's just it is what it is. He tried, it didn't work out, but like, is he here just because he played with you in Tennessee? You know what I mean? Because like, did you not know this? Was he? I don't know. There's just, for me, Harold Landry's been a bust, and it sucks. He's a good player.
he hasn't performed the greatest, but when you think of guys like Spillane, when you think of guys like AJ Brown, you guys that have played with him that are on this team as well, it's like, okay,
Mhm.
they're all guys, so that he's not just here because he's his boy.
Yeah. No, yeah. And he's obviously, like I said, he's talented, but just hasn't really shown anything since he's been here. For me, I mean, that's just how I see him. You brought up a good point about the rest of the linebackers. Beazor, Jacobs. Two guys I'm kind of keep my eye on tonight, seeing what they bring to the table. They've been pretty good this preseason so far. Does it continue? And again, you can. This is why this goes back a little bit to what we talked about to open the show with the preseason. You can only gauge so much tonight because they're going up against their backups too. So, how much can you take from it? We'll see. But I just want to see, is this put together tonight? Do you have enough sense to make plays, even in a game against backups? The defense obviously has less questions in my eyes than a couple concerning positions on offense. But one thing that I've been noticing, and the whole world's been noticing in this preseason training camp, is this interior line, defensive line, has been getting mauled, gashed, insert adjective here, by the run. And I don't like that. That's concerning because we haven't seen Milt. We haven't seen Barmore. I understand because people are going to come at us for that. But when we do, they got gashed in the Super Bowl. Kenneth Walker was the reason why Seattle won that game. Let's be real. And their defense, obviously. But on offense, Sam Darnold did nothing. It was Kenneth Walker. And they lost Tonga. And you didn't really replace Tonga. So, and it's showing, I think, for the beginning part of this. There's a report out that Jervon Dexter might be available via trade. You might want to look at that. Barmore or Milton Williams go down. Williams got hurt, for 4 or 5 games last season? So you're without him. But you had Tonga to step in. What happens if Milton Williams goes down this year? What happens if Barmore goes down this year? Who steps in there? So the depth is enormous. So, and you can't bank on another year like last year of them staying healthy throughout the whole year. Injuries are going to happen.
especially trying to make another Super, like make it back to
They're
the Super.
gonna. It does. It doesn't take away from my thoughts about them, and we'll get into our season predictions next next Thursday night. But it's just a couple key factors on defense is a little concerning to me. Like we said, the interior line, the linebackers, the edge, key positions. Like they've had trouble getting to the quarterback. So I agree with Frey. Depth is an issue, and we'll see what they do. I mean, cuts come on Sunday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Maybe there's guys that other teams give up on that the Patriots can snag. We'll see. So there's a lot to be determined. But stating where we are right now, depth is an issue at some of the key spots on defense, and obviously one of the biggest question marks is at corner for Christian Gonzalez. While we're on the defensive side, we don't know what's going to happen there. Like multiple conflicting reports. Earlier in the week we heard there's whispers of the deal being done. Then there's now talking that it's not even close. Schefter coming on earlier today saying it's not even close. For me, it's so aggravating. Like while we're on the defensive topic, he's the reason why you were in the Super Bowl last year. Does he have an injury history? Yes. But when he's out on that field, he takes over the game. He takes away your number one option. Whoever's responsible for it, Elliott Wolf, Robert Kraft, I don't know who's responsible for it, but whoever is, the message to you is pay the fucking guy. Whatever you want to give him, whatever he wants, just give it to him. I don't know if it's his agent. I don't know if it's the Patriots. At this point, I'm sick of hearing about it. Just get the damn deal done. I don't care how you do it. I don't care whose fault it is. I won't blame the Patriots. I won't blame Gonzo's agent. I won't blame Gonzo. I won't blame anybody. Just put his name in ink on that damn piece of paper. So week 1 in Seattle, he can be out there. He can take away Njibber again. And we're good to go. Because I think the Patriots are going to win that game. But if we don't have Gonzo, that sure changes things. Like, without Gonzo, you're going to have to win that game 38-35. And I don't know if he can do that. So that's my 2-minute rant on the Gonzo situation. I'll throw it to you for your thoughts. But I'm just sick of hearing about it. It's all on Twitter. It's all on the Sports Hub. Just pay him. Just pay the guy. Pay him. There I go. I'm done.
So, of course, pay him.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best corner in the league. Arguably. And if he's not, it's very, very close. I know that Witherspoon and Gonzo have the same agent.
Yep. And Akis.
I know that Witherspoon as a top corner in the NFL, got his contract.
Mm-hmm.
After playing in the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Akis got signed the day 1 of camp. Figured that would happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that with those things occurring within the past 2 weeks, with also the simple fact that Gonzo returned to practice, the fact that he's practicing speaks volumes. Because any NFL player at any position that is arguably the best would not be fucking practicing.
No.
So I believe that there's no he's not going to start holding out when the games start.
Yeah.
Like you're more likely to get hurt in practice. You practice twice a day for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
2-3 weeks. Realistically,
Mhm.
3 of those weeks you're going up against other opponents, one
Yeah,
on
and
one, not in game format, like
Mhm.
unorthodox, 1-on-1, 7-on-7, inside run.
Something's been gashing the Patriots.
So I think that him practicing speaks volumes. They do need
Okay.
to hurry up and make it happen. I don't know what the holdup is because there's nothing. You have the money.
Clearly.
The player is here.
Mm-hmm.
The player is participating.
And everything.
The player showcased one of the greatest performances at his position in the biggest stage of all of sports
Mm-hmm.
outside of the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Christian Gonzalez is going to be the highest paid NFL player in the history of the NFL. It should happen.
It should.
It should happen.
Will it is the question.
By the New England Patriots.
That was my next thing. By who? Because if the Patriots don't do it, somebody else sure the hell is. And again, I'm not trying to get pissed off at the Patriots. I'm not trying to get pissed off because we don't know. We don't know for sure. We can assume because of things that happened in the past, the Patriots have been cheap. We all know that. But was it Bill? Was it Kraft? This debate can go on forever. And I don't want to spend too much more time on it because it's literally seeped a hole into my brain listening to this whole situation. But I did want to point out, I was listening to the pregame before we came on here, and Zoe pointed out a very, very understandable, I guess if you're a football mind, an understandable way of looking at it. So on the pregame, Zoe said, it might depend on the defensive philosophy. Gonzo is a heavy man guy. He'll take it, like I said, he'll take away your best option, put him in a blender, and throw him away. But if the Patriots' defensive philosophy, if Vrabel is more about zone and the front guys and getting to the quarterback, which is a problem, but if that's what the philosophy, that's where he wants to go, then you might not want to drop all that money on a cornerback. But the only thing with that is if that's the philosophy, if the defensive philosophy of this team and Mike Vrabel, because we know Mike Vrabel is leading the defense, let's be real, you got to get to the quarterback. And right now, I don't trust the Patriots' edge guys to get to the quarterback. It's all in the interior line. And without Milton Williams or Christian Barmore there, you're screwed. So my take on it is you have to go man. You have to pay Gonzo. You have to keep him here. And what the biggest concern, too, is you've got another one of these coming up. Do not, for the love of God, do not, if this is on the page, if this is truly a Patriots issue, Patriots organizational issue, Kraft being cheap, not reaching in his pockets and giving the guy money because he wants to spend it on some fucking addition to Patriot Place, which we don't care about. We already got the biggest damn screen in the NFL. What more can we add to the fucking place? If it's truly a Patriots issue, do not dick around with Drake May next year. Don't even think about it. When Drake May's time comes up for a contract extension, you better give him a check, a blank check, and go, what do you want? Because you play games with that guy. Now you're teetering in John Henry territory. Now you're going to act like the Red Sox. Now the Patriots are going to be compared to the Red Sox. We're cheaping out. And that's the thing I don't want to do because I've come out and said that I'm against the Red Sox. I'm not watching them as much this year because I just don't want to give Henry my money. I don't want to give him your support. Every time you turn on Nesson, you fuel his pockets because Nesson is connected. Henry owns that. I don't want to have this attitude towards the Patriots because I will. If you dick around with Drake May, you already did it once with a quarterback that deserved the money. And look how that turned out for you. Don't do it again. Because you'll lose me. You lose me and you'll lose a ton of others too. You saw, and we said, you saw how that stadium looked on that Saturday afternoon when we started this podcast. The Chargers game in 2024. A Saturday afternoon at Gillette. Half the stadium was empty, and it emptied out quick because we got our balls kicked in that day. The Fire Mayo chants. The highlight of that day, I'm giving him a shout out, and you know what I'm going to say. The highlight of that day is sitting in the car, prepping for the show, since we did it from the parking lot and it was pouring rain. The dude in the Drake May, North Carolina jersey, beaming by the car, holding his ass because he had to shit so bad. And we saw what we found out what stall he went into later. That was the highlight of the day. Don't make that the highlight of our Patriots game days in the next, 3 years? 2-3 years.
Fucking, I don't want tailgate memories like that.
I want tailgate memories to be happy, to be looking at DraftKings and or Fanatics Sportsbook and looking to see who am I taking today? What am I parlaying? Drake May's going to do this. Drake May's going to score. Drake May's going to throw 2 and run for 1. No, he's not. He's going to throw for 3 and run for 2. I want to have those arguments. I don't want to have my highlight be some dude running by me because he might be shitting his pants. But that's what you're going to get if you're going to keep dicking around with contract negotiations. Sorry to say. I love Robert Kraft. I love everything he's done for the Patriots. But come on, buddy. If it's you holding this up, don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. But that's the last thing I want to say about Gonzo for the Gonzo situation because I'm tired of it.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
But we had another piece of news this week with the Patriots, and that was the trade of Kayshon Boutte. We touched on Reed a little bit, but Kayshon Boutte is now a Houston Texan. It's come out and said that he requested the trade back in March. I think the Patriots tried to shop him around, and nobody wanted him. To be honest with you, as shitty as that sounds, nobody wanted him. He wasn't Patriots fan. Listen, what I saw on Twitter yesterday or the other day, whenever he got traded, my days are running together right now. It sounded like we just traded Randy Moss. It literally sounded, and reading the tweets and every reactions, it sounded like we traded Randy Moss. I'm like, what did I miss? Kayshon Boutte was a great receiver for Drake May. He was a great deep threat. He would go get the ball. He's a dog. But he's in the position he's in for a reason. 6th-round pick out of LSU. Nobody wanted him. The Patriots took a chance on him. They developed him. And he came along. And people forget, a lot of fans wanted him off this team after he didn't toe tap in that Eagles game where Mac threw him that out. That ended the game. Because initially they said he tapped his feet. They went back and looked. He was out of bounds, and that ended the game. Otherwise, they would have first and goal, I think.
Yes, it would have been. It would have been
1st and 10 just outside the 10, and they probably would have won that game and beat the Eagles to start the season. So a lot of y'all wanted Boutte off this team. Now all of a sudden you love him. And again, it's no disrespect to Kayshon Boutte. I loved him. That catch he made against Houston, watching that live was unreal. The crowd pop after that was ridiculous. But we didn't trade Randy Moss. And we have A.J. Brown, Romeo Doubs, Mac Hollins, Pop Douglas, Efton Chisholm. Yes, Tony Maz, Efton Chisholm. What am I missing? What am I missing? Tell me. What am I missing?
Okay. So, I guess a little bit of conflict here.
Sure. Love it.
I'm not. Obviously, we didn't trade Randy Moss. But I think that Kayshon Boutte should have retired a Patriot. I remember in that Eagles game that you were talking about, where people didn't want him on
No.
the team anymore. He made multiple big time catches in that game to even put us in that position. I remember leaving that stadium very proud. I was upset
Sure.
because I thought that we were going to pull it off.
Sure.
But I was proud at the fact that, we really almost beat these dudes week 2.
One.
Was it
Tom
one?
Brady
It
game.
was one, right? Yeah, I knew.
That was the
I didn't.
opener.
I knew it was Tom Brady game, but I just something about
That
it
was the
didn't
opener.
seem like didn't seem.
That
like
was week 1 in the pouring rain.
Yes, and it was
Mac Jones. Mac
yes.
Jones threw for over 300 yards that day.
And they came off the Super Bowl win. The Eagles.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That was
No.
They lost to KC.
Are you sure?
That was their loss because they beat KC 2 years ago.
Okay.
The
Well,
NFC's won the
regardless.
Super Bowl 2
Well,
years ago.
I know the Eagles were top dogs at that point.
They were coming off an appearance, Super Bowl appearance.
But like I said, I remember leaving proud.
Yeah.
And I was excited for Kayshon Boutte. I obviously, yes, very late pick from LSU. Actually transferred from Bama.
Sure did.
He was I think he was the number 1 recruit out of high school, if I'm not mistaken. So fast forward to today and all the plays that he's made and the name that he's made here in New England, it's not far-fetched. Like his success, I've known who he was all along.
Yeah.
A lot of people may have not, which is fine. More people would not.
If you follow college football, you would have known.
But
because he was if he was projected the draft before, or if he came out the draft before, he would have been a first round pick.
Absolutely, 100%.
So, which I get, and which I'm saying, I'm not taking away anything from his skill.
I think that there could have been other wide receivers on our depth chart that could have been traded because they have a lot of similarities in comparison to one another. I think
you would have rather gone than Kayshon Boutte.
It's not rather. I don't want to say rather because I love all of the guys.
Yeah. Well, if you had to pick.
Well, this is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Kayshon Boutte requested a trade. It's not like we were openly looking to trade.
No.
From reading his statement, it seems as though he was very thankful. He co-signed the request, which obviously means he does not want to be here for whatever reason, which is personal, whatever. That's totally fine. You're requesting a trade. Obviously, it's for a reason. He said he wanted to. He said he got traded to the team that he wanted to go to, which is the Houston Texans.
Which is interesting.
So, I mean, it's not far fetched. I'm not sure if he's a Louisiana. Pause. I don't know if he's a Louisiana guy. I don't know where he's from.
He's a Louini.
Okay.
Copyright that. Trademark that. A Louini. There we go. He is a Louini.
No, so he is. So is that why he went to LSU from Bama?
I believe so.
I know a lot of Katrina victims migrated to Houston. I'm not sure if that is in correlation with his life or trajectory, but maybe that's why, or maybe he has a lot of family that did migrate to Houston. And that's, why. Sure. I'm going to guess that's why. But again,
that's cool.
He wanted to leave. So, and he went where he wanted to go. So congratulations to you.
Yeah.
KB. My
I'll be
dog.
supporting.
Some of my favorite plays. He's a jersey that I would buy down the line. He's a jersey that I would love to see in the stadium 20 years from now. Just based off of the catches that he made.
Drake May's first
Just
touchdown.
so many crucial third down, so many crucial second and longs and fourth and whatever's, like, just very thankful and appreciative of him. And he's no longer here. So let's roll. If it was a situation where we were shopping a wide receiver, I think, you got to teeter the line with individual like Pop Douglas, having the same thing, drafted, developed, go blossom.
Liberty.
Due to the fact that they have somebody like Efton Chisholm, who is obviously a slot guy, a special teamer with a punt and kick return skills.
He's gonna get more reps this year
For sure. So if it were that case, then yes, but obviously that wasn't the case. So farewell to Kayshon Boutte. I mean, I felt the same way, just based off of the impact that he had this season. He had so many crucial catches that were major and detrimental to the success of this team and where they ended up. So I think that's why people had that reaction, because they were so invested, and watched those plays be made by KB.
That's fair.
So I think that's the reason why. But
I don't take anything away. I don't take anything away from Kayshon Boutte. He balled out while he was here. He was Drake May's binky at one point, and I thank him for everything he did here. And I think if AJ Brown obviously wasn't here, he would still be here. I think the AJ Brown thing kind of probably ticked him off, just because in his mind he sees himself as a guy that can play like that, and I'd rather have AJ Brown. But regardless, I hope he balls out in Houston. I wish nothing but the best. Maybe there's a reunion down the road. You never know. But with that said, moving on to the same position, but something I'm looking for tonight, and it's been talked about. Our guys over at the Fox Fellas had a big debate on this the other night, so I wanted to touch on this real quick and get your thoughts. Tonight, I'm looking at Kyle Williams tonight, and the questions I'm asking are, what are you going to be? What kind of receiver are you? Are you just a downhill speedster that just is going to have go routes up the ass, and that's all you're going to be? Because he doesn't look like he's very engaged in coming back for the ball, fighting for the ball, drawing a penalty. It seems like he's just go route, and let's see what happens. If it's not close to him, then oh well. But I'm going to say, how does he gel tonight? And again, Josh McDaniels is not the offensive coordinator tonight. It is Ashton Grant. So it's going to be a little bit different. But regardless, I want to see how he looks with DeVito or Morton or whoever's, going to play the majority of the snaps tonight. Kyle Williams is, for me, if you're going to swap a receiver for Kayshon Boutte, I would have kept Kayshon Boutte, and I would have traded Kyle Williams. If we go there, I would have traded Kyle Williams instead of Kayshon Boutte. But
totally fair.
I get it. I get the intrigue with Kyle Williams because he is a speedster. He's a different dynamic, obviously, than Kayshon Boutte. But he's got to get up to speed here. You've had a year. It doesn't look like you've learned anything yet. We haven't seen him with Drake May yet. Again, that's why the preseason can be tricky. But right now, what we have seen so far, it looks like Kyle Williams has no idea what to do but just go deep. And if the ball's not thrown anywhere near him, he's not going to go get it, which we've seen what he can do. The Tampa play last year where he took it and just jetted down the sideline at the end of the first quarter. We were in Baltimore. We saw Drake throw that deep ball down the sideline and him make a tremendous catch, toe tap, keep himself up, control the ball, and put the Patriots only down by 4. And we looked at the guys behind us, and we were like, because they had said before, oh, Drake May sucks. The Patriots suck. We're going to kill y'all, blah, 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 blah. And then Drake threw that pass to Kyle Williams. You were like, so Kyle
What if
Williams,
he
step
pulls
up.
this off? What are you going to say about him if he pulls this off?
Mm-hmm.
Down in Baltimore,
By 11.
nighttime, prime time.
Sunday night.
Eagles fan with Baltimore Ravens fan.
Yeah.
Two
One lone
guys.
Eagles fan.
Two guys just at the game.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Yo,
Yep.
what do you think about Drake May? He's okay. He'll be there.
Okay.
All right. You feel like he's an MVP? Yeah.
No. They said no. They were like,
About to be Lamar Jackson. Nah.
Yeah.
What if he pulls this shit off?
Yeah. So that's the feel. Yeah. That's literally what we were like. We were like, okay, that's fine.
Literally like.
And when Ramondre Stevenson ran that ball in at the end of the game, you look back, they were gone. Nowhere to be found. So Kyle Williams had that impact, though. He made that catch. He brought them within 4, and he allowed that to brought them within 3, I think. And he allowed that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So, they went for 2. That's right. They went for 2. They got it. So he has that ability. He has the ability to stretch the field. He has the ability to go get it. Show me something tonight, Kyle Williams, and then show me something going on. Show me you understand, you're learning, you're developing. Do something other than go deep. And if that's the only thing he can do, and he's not that good at it, in terms of, we know we can go get it, but in terms of understanding the ball, coming back for it, drawing the penalty, you don't have to catch it. If you draw a penalty, that's just as good because it's a spot foul in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So Kyle Williams on my radar tonight, continuing on my radar. Do something. Do something different than what you've done the past 2 games. Make me go, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
So I'm looking
let
at
me
that.
let me see you go as hard as you did trying to expose Travis Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's if that's what you're capable of, that means that you are a top 5 pick in the NFL.
He ripped Travis Hunter to shreds.
Realistically, that means that you're one of the top talents in the world at your position. Realistically, if you make Travis Hunter look like how he did, look human, which he did.
And if people are like, "Oh, nope, they didn't play the Jags last year," you don't know ball, you don't follow ball. Kyle Williams in Washington State, they played Colorado, and he dusted them. Go look up the highlights. But yeah, Kyle Williams for me is another one. Kicking game is a bit of a question. At punter, we don't have Behringer. Sounds like he might be out for a little bit, so we signed one. We had another in for a workout today. Field position it's critical in the NFL, and I think that's another big one. Like, we got to pause. Like, we have to figure out who's going to punt. Like, the questions, more and more questions get put in the column as we're going here. So that's the only thing I don't like. But we'll see. We can only watch. We can only sit back and watch our guys play football, take it all in and talk about it. And we also have Morton and DeVito. That was my one more question for you. Who's your backup quarterback? Is it DeVito or is it Morton? Who's showing you more?
DeVito for sure.
It's DeVito. See, for me, it's Morton. I think Morton's showing me more.
I think being at practice and watching what DeVito does from in the pocket, or just be his ability to keep his eyes downfield, go through the progressions. I feel like he's more seasoned, and it shows. Obviously he's more raw. So big, he's a rookie, so that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But obviously a good competition to have. You know, a young, hungry rookie out of
And
who
you
knows,
need it.
you know,
You need it.
out of very late, but
Yeah.
and then you got a pretty young backup, still has a name, still has his agent, still
Mhm.
still making money off of outside of football. So I like DeVito.
Sure.
I think with watching both guys, I think being in a room where you compete and are able to witness what Drake May can do, it enhances your play even more because you try to resemble the things that you see QB1 do.
Mhm.
And that showed, it showed with Morton with his, touchdown pass with Kyle
Beautiful throw.
Williams.
Beautiful throw.
Regardless of, KW beating his guy off the line tremendously.
Yeah.
Um,
And we know he can do that.
The ball was perfect. The touch, and it's just like, who threw that? It's,
Yeah,
it's
right.
it's the fourth quarter with 3 seconds left in the fucking second preseason game of the season. Who is that? Who just made that throw? Who just
Yeah,
made that game-winning throw?
Morton's shown some. That's why I'm saying I think it's so. My final question was, do we have any surprise cuts? Because we will obviously won't be on until next Thursday. Stay tuned for that. And cuts will happen. So we'll have the 53 by next Thursday. I was going to say, is there any surprise cuts? But I don't think the team can afford any surprise cuts at the moment because you're battling a depth issue. But for me, thinking about it as we're literally on here and my brain's working, DeVito would be my surprise cut because most people have him as 2 and Morton as maybe cut, clear waivers, hopefully, and then maybe toss him on the practice squad. I don't know if he would clear waivers. Obviously, depends on what he does tonight. But that would be my surprise cut would be DeVito and Morton would be your QB2 because I don't see them keeping 3. There's no need to keep 3 with such a depth issue on this team. I don't think you can afford to keep 3. Unfortunately, it'd be nice, be a luxury, but we're not in the mindset and we're not in the area to be keeping 3. So we'll see though.
Mm-hmm.
But we can get into.
I mean, it wouldn't be shocking if DeVito gets cut. I mean, it would be a surprise to say the least. But
I've just seen more out of Morton. Me.
Totally fine. I would never go against your judgment.
Sometimes you should. But
I did today with the booty shit.
You did, which was good. Which was good. Yeah.
I'm like, buddy, we were at the games together. We watched this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
and it wasn't. It has nothing to do with Kayshon Boutte's skill, what he can do. It was my more problem was the reaction of Patriots fans being like, we just gave up Randy Moss. It's like, no, we didn't. We didn't just give up Randy Moss. But again, it's nothing against Kayshon Boutte. I would have left. I would have rather him than Kyle Williams. But we can only talk on and debate on what they do. They give us content. They fuel our podcast. So we can get into some final thoughts because I know the game's about to kick off. If you want to start it up.
Just heck is not getting off of a damn blocker.
There's one. There's one. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking for everything we just talked about. So my final thoughts is just tuning in, listening to Michaels and Herb Street, and enjoying some football, some fake football, but it's football nonetheless. The Patriots are on the TV, which makes me happy.
Phil Dore with a PI.
That's right. It just started. I'm thinking it was 8:30. That's my bad.
Oh
Damn.
no, me speaking is reacting to this dude. Yeah,
Okay. All right. So
he's
we'll.
not. Yeah, I mean he's
What?
not. He hasn't won 2 plays I've witnessed thus far.
All right. Well, we'll wrap shit up here so we can go watch and figure out who's going to make the 53, who isn't going to make the 53. See the QB battle and many, many more depth pieces. And hopefully the Patriots can figure this out. But before we jump off here, want to just announce little show announcement that going forward, we will be solely on Thursday nights. That'll be show night. Trying to lock in a date for everybody to kind of tune in and know, all right, that night is What's Up Guy night. So officially, What's Up Guy night will be Thursdays moving forward, starting next Thursday, the 3rd, with a special guest. Stay tuned to the page for the reveal, probably early next week. And we have some big guests coming on in the month of September. We've got a pretty substantial one trying to book for later in the season. So stay tuned for that. But Thursdays are officially What's Up Guy night. It'll be around 7 p.m. right before Thursday night football kicks off, which is why I thought it was 8:15. It usually kicks off, but preseason, so probably wanted to get it done and over with. But tune in Thursday nights, What's Up Guy night, before Thursday night football kicks off. We'll have picks of all kinds of stuff. And yeah, football's back. Love it.
Football is here.
And we'll have some fun these next few months here. And the Patriots will actually, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to keep that for next week. So as we end every show,
It's almost impossible to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. So make it happen
but enjoy it because we're alive during the Drake May era.
for sure.
Go Pats. See you next week.
Yes, sir. Ooh la la.